I just remembered a similar thing it wasn't for like, because we didn't really have like a dissertation for us. Like we had like 3 big projects that we had to do. And then those 3 projects would go on display at like the graduation party for our curricula.
Yeah.
And one of them for the course that I was doing was, I did like a computer robotics course.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen like those robots? They have them a lot in America, but they're those like robot arms that are basically like robot bartenders.
Oh,
Have you ever
I've
seen
seen
those?
those. Yeah, I've seen those.
I think it's an Australian invention, but basically it's just this giant white arm that's programmable and it pours drinks, basically. It's just an automated bartender robot. So we had one of those because I think our university like was the first to develop it or something.
Okay.
Right.
And we had one lying around. So we had to make a program that used the bartender robot, and then they would show that off at the graduation party to actually serve drinks at the graduation party. So we're like, okay, that sounds dope. Problem is that it was a group project, never goes well. And second of all, I was the only one who knew how to program. And third of all, I sucked at programming. So we made this like whole thing. We planned out this giant thing being like, all right, let's do it where you press this button. You can choose like the amount of shots that can go into the glass. You can choose the glass size, all this shit. And we're like, all right, who's going to program it?
Yeah.
The other 2 looked at me and they're like, we don't know how to program. I was like, all right, I guess I'm programming it then. Had to learn.
It's always that point where you're like, does anyone not know how to do this? Fuck, I gotta take responsibility.
It's like, all right, I guess I have to learn JavaScript from scratch. Then sick. And C++. Okay, yeah, I can do this.
Did you get it working?
And so in the end, we have to present it, right? We're kind of like a dissertation. We have to present in front of the class. But the problem was the only thing that worked. There was one thing that worked. We had like 10 different options that you could choose from. None of them worked except for one. And that was the one where you press a button and it will pour a beer. A single beer.
That's the most Australian thing I've ever
Australia
heard
has
all
been
day.
saved.
Not even like, and this is a button you could only press once. Once the robot poured one beer, that was it. The app was dead.
God.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We passed somehow. I don't fucking know. But then the professor was like, so do you want to have this on the graduation thing? We're just like, no, please. I'm not even going to show up to the graduation.
Yeah.
I'm too embarrassed because I'm going to see all these other amazing projects and just feel like absolute shit for it. But if you want one beer, it's all yours,
There
baby.
you go.
So it better be the best beer of your life.
God.
Oh, it was like some VB shit.